Greetings, salutations, welcome back. I hope it sounds normal. I just realized I never checked this. I did a bit of a rework on my sound system for how I stream, and it should be a better system now, but I realized I never checked if it works. So hopefully it doesn't sound bizarre. It might sound weird if I didn't do it right. Anyways, welcome back. We're playing more Genshin Impact today, and I'll be completely honest. 2 minutes ago, while the stream was in a prep, I checked this. I pulled up the wish page, and I am now devastated. I thought I had more time on Urbanu. I thought Aulakino was still up, and I have 20 wishes saved. I thought we'd try to get that scythe of his, that polearm of his today. I thought I still had time. I must have miscounted when I was looking at the time remaining on her banner. I thought today was the last day. I feel silly now. And I don't really care that much about Baiju or the Wanderer. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel strongly either way. I don't even know how good either of them are. So yeah, we don't have anything to do there. Yeah, we are finishing the Archon quest line today. Can I get these to go away? I like the red exclamation marks to go away. Please? What do I need to click on for this to go away? I don't know. I'll figure the red exclamation marks out later. I think I'll just save my wishes for when are we going to the next country. Genshin Impact. What is it? Starts with an N, right?
There'll be an extra fee for that.
The truth of this world.
When are we going to?
What could it be?
Sometime in this, like, summer or fall, I think. Anyways, I'll probably save for work. I don't know. A new character coming out soon. Yeah. I did, since last stream, I have worked a bunch, but not enough, on getting Aulakino more playable, for me. I have not done any artifacts. None. I just haven't had time, haven't done any talent either. So yeah, the main thing I've been working on is actual leveling, but I don't play Genshin Impact as much as Star Rail, so I don't get as much farming and grinding done on it. In case you're wondering also, I have purposefully for the moment left this unclaimed until I get here to the same level as, you know, these characters, so she's further up my list. I've left it unclaimed so I can find her easier. Anyways, let's do the quest. That's not the one. Masquerade of the Guilty. Yes. I am disappointed. I wanted to get that pole armor for Arlecchino. Sad. But while going to the fire country, maybe I can get an even cooler fire character if I save my points. My pulls.
Navia!
Okay.
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Will I put this on Archon?
Just having a look around. I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Vtubie are here too.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snežević. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work.
Oh, I do
Our
think
residents are hard at
especially
work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
especially since we don't even have anything to pull for on the banner. I do think this might be a shorter stream because we also don't have much quest left, I think. I don't know for sure.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as Espina.
I get where you're coming from. Keep it
Yeah.
as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
They don't want
That
to
would
be
be
known as
fine.
friendly,
Thanks.
perhaps, or maybe.
Oh,
Maybe they
you're
just
back
don't
too.
want to be known as too
We
friendly.
finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clorant?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson.
I'm guessing
Vespina has
Clorant
need
will
of more
become
decision
a
makers.
playable
And-
character at some point.
I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel. About what it was
Just-
like facing down a god.
You know.
There's lots of exciting material there, I
Don't
bet.
know when, but
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Clorand at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather
Oh.
up. And smile.
oh, photo time. I thought I'd get to adjust it or something. No.
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also,
Yeah,
not to
yeah.
brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows?
Oh, yeah,
I might eventually
actually,
get that interview with you after all,
It
Miss
does
Cloran.
seem that's true.
Wow, you really do have that
Though
never
she
say
still
die
doesn't have
spirit.
that connection.
I'm impressed.
She hasn't. She wants.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got
What
that
I mean
interview
to
at the
say
Fortress
is
of
she wants
Narvi.
a connection, a direct connection with Wriothesley, right? You already knew she was going.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin who told Monsieur Nervillet, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridsley will make a personal appearance.
Yeah.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Actually, I wonder. I am disappointed that I was going to pull for the something. Not the character, but the weapon. Aulakino's weapon, and then I couldn't. So I'm just wondering. I'm checking really quick. What do we? We have like Cedrine and Corinth as upcoming characters on the wiki. Someone named Sathos. I don't really feel strongly about pulling for any of those. Okay. Oh, no, I'm not walking to this objective. Not walking to the fortress, no thank you. I do like fire, and maybe the fire Archon will be strong, and yeah, maybe I wait and pull for the fire
Guess we're here
Archon.
again, huh? There's a really
Save all of my-
feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Whatever you called.
Luke, did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
I was thinking Stellar Jade,
course.
but that's
I'm
not
here to
right.
welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
I feel like...
All right then, this way.
I feel like... I don't know. Oh, pictures. Right.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need.
Yes. Wait. Has my game crashed? For a moment I thought it just froze? Okay, no, I thought it had just frozen for a moment, but it froze? Huh.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier.
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once.
Edwin?
And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you
Who's
more.
Mr. Edwin?
You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back
that
there,
last...
like an emissary of legend.
The last bit of the
Still, if I
quest
may
we
ask,
played before
Where's that flying ship now?
today and the last stream, that was
Trying to get
really
herself
something.
another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really?
Does he just
Well, then in
not
that
want
case,
you to get
could I
a
have
shot
an
of
interview
it?
with you to make up for that loss?
Oh, okay, it's going to go past this if I don't read it. she really does know how to squeeze opportunities for all of their worth.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then,
Apparently, we all love teasing those,
My
so
hair
I
messed
guess.
up. Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like
There
everyone's
she
here.
is.
Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Sizween.
I don't think it's likely
Miss
to
Charlotte.
taste good
Why
to
don't you,
humans, right?
Take some pretty photos of our head nurse.
So probably a bad idea, though.
Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Huh? Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Sometimes I feel the auto
Same old,
advanced mode and
Fontaine's
Genshin
undergone some
Impact
changes,
could use a
but
bit of
this place is still
improvement.
more or less the same.
There we
Other
had
than
a
that
few
flying ship,
seconds
Got
pass
a tad
between
too much
lines.
attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurrier? Miss Lurvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two. I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
Yeah?
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will
Really?
my duties.
I'm
As to what
honestly
Miss Serena's
surprised
departure will
there's
mean for the
not
nation,
going
and
to
if
be
our
any
laws and governance will be
change.
transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on,
no
traveler, let's go.
interview with
Till next time,
rights.
everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe? Who knows? I might write a story about the
She
underwater
is a
factory next
very
time.
persistent.
then.
So, rightly.
All right,
Yes, they will.
Let's stop the docks.
Okay. Wait. This is where we first entered. Wow. All the way back here. It has been quite some time. No. Come on. Up. Should I just dive down? How long does it take? Maybe I should jump and glide and jump and okay, here we go. It's going to take a bit to get down, isn't it? I'm excited for Natlan when we do get to go. Natlan, right? Yeah, I think it's Natlan. The fire country when we get to go there because I like fire. It's not that far up till we'll go. I think I mean, we don't have any confirmed date, I think, yet. But it's got to be like maybe 4 or 5 months away at most. Maybe a little less or a little more, I don't know. Why is it an Otto? Why is there that much of a past there?
Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
Of
What sort of
course.
gadget is it?
It's a bag of holding.
That can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you. Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that. You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you meant by, I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
So you can have Fremine carry things?
Sure. Please, write down my address.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
Yeah.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Oh, nice. Sounds like that would
Yes,
suit him.
I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself.
Who?
In the future,
Pear?
I think we can leave
Who's
underwater
that?
escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to
I'm
see
not
a
sure
diver escape underwater?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you.
Wow.
So, how have things been, Traveler?
I'm doing
Father
all
says that you
right.
did a great deal during the latest events. She's
Father,
very grateful for your
I
contributions
wanted
to
that
Fontaine.
polo.
That's all right. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Though I'm
I guess you
hoping we
haven't
get a
heard.
pyro
Well,
catalyst user character in an Atlan.
after Lady Farina
DPS.
left, Father and Monsieur Nervilette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
What? Wait, it doesn't have... Wait, it doesn't have any power left, does it? Right?
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
I don't think it has any power left.
I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit...
I don't think it has any power left.
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Nervilette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
What?
So there's some reason for this that only Nervilette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling
think we're
around the
going to
entrance to
find
the
out
fortress
about
of
it.
Meripede a while back.
Maybe.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Okay, well I guess I can now call him one of my woe buddies. Okay.
That's true.
I don't know.
Think about it, we've had loads
It's
of
kind
run-ins
of
with the Vtubie.
I don't know. There's something weird about the duodenum to me.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Same reaction as me. Sound.
Father!
Okay, yeah, that's who I thought,
Well,
but I don't.
what do you know?
I was
Come to the
confused
docks
by
to see
its
how my children are
labeling
doing and meet the traveler.
here with question
Please do
marks.
not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the Gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes.
Does she know
Don't be
what's
too
happened
preoccupied
with
with
it?
sides. The goal of the Vtubie concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks.
Yes, masks
is something I've always
does
done.
seem key. Will you keep to your position?
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
I liked working with the knave on this quest. Actually, I just remembered something. Please help us deliver this. Deliver what?
A vision.
Oh? What vision? Oh, right.
I'll remember to return it. Thank you for
Child's
keeping it safe for him this
vision.
entire time.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct.
Oh.
So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite
You know,
pleasant.
there's something like
I shall
uncanny
continue my walk
about
while the weather remains so agreeable.
Aulakino that almost makes me wonder, does she even show up in her photographs? Like, she has this idol where she goes like staticky in an idol animation.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
That's
And
right.
such
Funny.
moving, storing.
I was giving out magic pockets when we
curing.
first met too.
Yes.
And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now.
Bookings.
So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Okay.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte out. Shall we go see what Neverlett's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
Okay. I guess we'll have to go to the fountain. I'm assuming he'll tell us about the Gnosis, right? Hopefully. Also, hopefully I'm remembering right and it doesn't help them having it because it's been used to anyways, it's been used up, essentially.
The entrance to the fortress!
Okay, there.
He really is there!
I mean, it would be like our first almost win against the Vtubie. Against the grand plans. That's really just almost win, and we were walking with them when it happened.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
Will he share all of it, or...?
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste
I was
in the
just
mouth
hoping
when
for the
finally comes
Gnosis
time to
bit.
say them out loud.
Okay. The heavenly principles.
So that's what happened?
I only saw Farina's part to myself.
Focalor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign.
Yeah.
But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontainians were incomplete humans born Vigeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
You could say that it was at that moment that the Fontainians were finally truly born.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too.
And the only reason the original Hydro Archon couldn't is
from your
because
expressions that you still have
she
more
was
things you wish to
overruled
ask.
by the heavenly principles, I
Ask
believe.
away.
Right?
I'll tell you the truth
if
as I
I'm
know it.
getting that right. Ooh, about the initial verdict, about Fontaine's gnosis.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something.
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Vtubie Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis.
Yeah.
Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power.
Does it still
As
have
such,
power
it has
then?
lost all meaning for Fontaine.
Oh, wait.
If the Vtubie have
It
impure
might.
designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations. Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Giant.
No.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Do we do all of these? Sure. About Fontaine's future, let's hear.
Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
What?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely.
I wonder what she's
After hearing
after.
them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House.
Some
Unlike how an
rest.
ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel.
That's
In
good.
truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of
feel
Focalor,
like-
the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
I feel like she's had, in some ways, like a man one of the worst fates in a sense of characters in this. She didn't die, instead she was like forced to play a role for 500 years without knowing how long it would be that she'd be playing that. And I felt bad for her.
What about
really
What are your
really
plans now that you've regained
bad
your
for
full
her.
powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
Yeah.
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities,
And
I
he's
must
been
first
doing
and
these
foremost
things for
continue
so
to serve
long.
Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person.
I wonder. I'm thinking about it. And I think, to my knowledge, this whole thing might make Nouvelite maybe the most powerful playable character in Genshin. I mean, I really don't know all the character well enough probably to be the one making this judgment, but it's like the next most powerful characters are like the Archons, but they've like given up their noses and such. Does that make... And he's an elemental dragon who is he the most powerful? Maybe?
Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce...
I don't know, but...
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon,
Oh,
wasn't
yeah, yes.
Wait,
That
but the
seems
various
really
mechs and
bad.
machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
Did she leave
As
some
I
of
am
it
now,
behind?
I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Yeah.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, what is the...
I have investigated his
initial
case along
verdict?
many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal.
Oh!
But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Focalor had Fontainians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was
Yeah?
thanks to her that they finally became real
Wow.
humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when
What?
Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has
think
always
so.
flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontainians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah! Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
Yeah.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual.
Wow.
Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring
Wow.
water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Okay.
Paimon sorta gets it.
Wow.
Either way, seems like this
That's
ritual won't be of any
interesting.
further use. But it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Yeah.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
The next
You will soon
step
be
on
heading
my
to
journey.
Natlon, I presume.
Yep.
I'm
I
afraid
can't
that I
wait.
have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
What?
A nation of dragons?
I was unaware of
Like
this.
you?
No,
What
I
is it
suspect that
about?
I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence
that's
with
cool.
humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame.
Yeah.
There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to
Thinking
you.
about the outcome?
The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into
Captain.
the endless ring of war.
What's the captain
Sounds
like?
like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Vtubie Harbinger doing their thing.
That's kind
I
of
suggest
how
that
they
you fully
are.
prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
I have no more questions. Oh, great, is it? What's with the game? Freezing again? Come on, I have... There we go.
Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder
Yeah,
the
we
House of the Hearth is the
got
Vtube's intelligence
that
division.
information,
They are
right?
certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
We already asked
In
about
truth,
the
I
Gnosis.
exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface.
Right.
It went something like this.
Can we get information about what they're using the Gnosis for? There we
We're
go.
going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of.
Oh?
It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons,
Yes.
but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in.
Really?
It's quite a novel blend.
What?
I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
The
Remains?
Gnosis?
I've never heard of any such thing.
I don't know what she means, but is it the
According to your
Gnosis?
parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
Is it
I've been training with
cursed?
my master, the Fowl, ever since I was young.
The
And I've
Fowl?
never returned to the
Right.
surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense.
Wow,
Which is why there are so many problems in our attempts
Wow.
to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
what?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, exactly.
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts. And my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know.
Yeah,
If you're interested,
I would
though,
like to
could
know.
Ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
Will we
I do.
get to meet Skirk again?
Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
So you won't get to meet again. Too bad.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
Well, thank you.
The remains of the third descender?
Wait,
So
the third...
That's what the actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
Wait. Hasn't there been three... What is it? Witnesses? People who have visited this world? Is that... Is the third descender? The third...
All the same,
I don't remember.
I don't remember metaphor at play. That is
which
what she meant
number
to say.
the traveler is.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you
I
gave
think
it
the
to
heavenly
Vtubie.
principle is the
If
first.
she speaks the truth, then I would simply be
Visitor,
putting Fontaine
right?
at unnecessary risk
I'm
by
not
keeping
sure.
it here.
A descender, she mentioned one of them. Okay, I am the fourth descender. For me, this information means two things. I thought it was three. Okay, fourth. One that the Gnosis are related to descender, and two that the one who came before me has already died.
I guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision.
Yeah.
That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No,
And
let's
being
not think
quite
about this stuff
powerful.
Right now. It just feels creepy.
Why?
Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all.
Don't worry, I won't die so easily.
But this topic still feels like bad luck.
No, it's fine, Paimon.
Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him.
It's important to figure things out, Paimon.
The answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking.
Well, yes,
The same
blind
is true of
guess is
being in
bad.
court.
All right. Whatever the case.
Bad experiments.
Fontaine's over for now.
Fun.
Yes.
And
All
good,
of
but
Focalor's
also fun.
efforts were for this moment as well.
Fun.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the will of the
I
gods?
suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Here we go. Like I guessed. As I guessed, we did not have much left. But I also didn't have time to finish that in my last stream. That would have taken too long. We have an achievement probably for finishing that. Yep, and we do not. I need to do this later. I think I'm going to try to keep saving up my primo gems for, I don't know, something not related. I like. Yeah, we're not doing either of these. Not right now, anyway. I like the fashion of Fontaine the most out of all of the places so far. So just like in general, I like Fontaine characters more, but no, really, I'm just curious. Okay. Ooh. Actually, I'm going to really quick unlock a couple of these new Navia and Farina. Cool. Cool. But yeah, oh wait, any new ones here too that I'm unaware of? Yeah. So I guess, yeah, there's not much else to do. We finished that. I guess I'll save my primo gems for a character coming up. I do. I do really want them to come out with another pyro catalyst character. It's in Nathalan. I would really like it because I like my mages and I like my higher characters. I'm really hopeful. If anyone, yeah, so we might come back to Genshin months from now when Nathalan comes out. Partly because I don't know. Sometimes it's been inconsistent whether people seem to enjoy my Genshin Impact content. So, yeah. If you like it, let me know. Maybe we'll do more. But, yeah. Coming up this week, as we wrap things up, I think we'll likely play some more of Honkai Star Rail's story and some more of Honkai Impact 3's story. There's another game I was thinking of playing this week, but I don't think that we will have time for it. So we'll do it next week, even though the update comes out this week. But there's a chance we won't do it at all. I don't know. We'll see. I hope everyone enjoyed today. It was a short stream, but sometimes that happens. And until next time, please do try and have a blast for me. Bye. Oh, that button doesn't work. Okay. Bye.